everyone. Welcome to Zen Slow Flow. Today we're going to be doing a flow practice concentrating on the core. It's our literal center that gives us strength and stability and helps us navigate this world that we live in with strength and confidence. So let's begin. Sitting up nice and tall, an easy pose. Legs are crossed at the shins or just one in front of the other. Maybe sitting on a blanket or a pillow. Sitting up nice and tall, hands just resting on the thighs. And gently close the eyes or gently put the gaze towards the floor. The spine is nice and long. And begin to focus on your breath. Gentle inhales and gentle exhales. Feeling the cycle of the breath, following the path of the breath. Maybe noticing the rise and fall of the belly. Feel free to bring one hand to the belly and feel that expansion and gentle contraction. Taking the time to tune inward. Letting our distractions float away. Belly, you can release it to your legs. Take a deep inhale in through your nose. Notice the pause at the top. And gently exhale out through your nose. Lengthening that exhale. Inhale in through the nose. Notice the pause at the top. And gently exhale out through your nose. Return to that natural breath, that easy breath that requires no effort. And floating open the eyes, bringing hands down by the sides. Inhale those arms up overhead. And exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, maybe lifting the gaze up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Last time, inhale. Exhale, hands to heart center. Beautiful. Letting those hands just rest, dropping that right ear over the right shoulder, getting a gentle stretch in the neck. If you like, you can use that right hand to gently add some weight onto the head. No pulling is necessary, just the weight of your hand. Breathing here. Releasing the hand if it's on your head, lifting the head up to neutral, dropping left ear over left shoulder, using that left hand as some weight if that feels good. Keeping the spine long, feeling the energy from the earth coming all the way up through the ground, up your spine. Releasing that left hand. Inhale those arms up overhead. And exhale, let those arms just float forward, walking those hands out and coming forward, just rounding the back. It doesn't matter how far you round forward. Breathing here. Inhale, walking those hands forward. Switching the leg that's in front. Inhale those arms up overhead. And exhale, let them float down, walking them forward. And gently rounding the back, letting the head come a little closer to the earth. Inhale, walking those hands forward. Placing that right hand on the earth, inhale that left arm up and drop it over to the right side. A side bend, stretching out that left side body, creating some space here. Inhale that left arm up, exhale, let it float down. Inhale, right arm up, and exhale, bring it over to the left side, grounding that right sit bone into your mat. Inhale that right arm up, and exhale, letting it float down. Placing that left hand behind the back, right hand comes onto that left thigh, looking over the left shoulder, twisting to the left, a gentle, easy twist. Creating some space here in our spine. The core is working. Inhale, come back to center, arms come up overhead, and exhale, we're going to twist to the right. So right hand comes behind the back, left hand is on top of that right thigh, looking over that right shoulder. Continuing to breathe, notice the breath. Inhale those arms up overhead, and exhale, hands to heart center. Move your legs over to one side and come up into table. Nice strong table where hands are directly under shoulders. Knees are hip distance apart, tops of feet on the earth. You can actually tap them out a little bit. All right, settle them down. Moving into some cat-cow. So inhale, dropping that belly button, lifting the tailbone, lifting the heart, lifting the chin. Exhale, rounding the spine, chin tucked into the chest. Move with your own breath here. Inhale, opening up that heart. Exhale, rounding the spine. Inhale, lifting up. Exhale, coming into your cat, your own little version of your rainbow. Coming into that neutral table, walking those hands a few inches in front of you, flipping the toes and lifting the hips all the way up into your downward facing dog. So here in your down dog, the weight is distributed evenly between the hands and the feet. The head is resting between the arms. You can even lift your head like you're saying yes, and then shake your head no. And then begin to pedal your feet. And this is where it's yogi's choice. You can stay on one side longer than the other. Just feel the backs of the legs getting a stretch, those hamstrings. Taking your time here. And lifting up on the toes and lowering down. Lift up on the toes, lower down, come back into your table, lowering those knees down, tops of feet on your mat, and shifting back into child's pose. Your arms can be extended out in front of you or by your side, resting that forehead close to the mat. You can always rest it on a pillow, your forearms, the tops of your hands. Settling in, taking a breath, allowing that heart to be closer to the mat, and gently rising back up into your table, flipping the toes, coming up into your downward facing dog. Inhale, look towards your thumbs. Exhale, bend the knees and take baby steps, feet walking towards hands into your forward fold. The knees can be bent or straight, you decide. And then slowly rise up one vertebrae at a time, letting the arms hang, let the head hang. No rush here, nowhere to go. Inhale, arms up overhead. And exhale, hands to heart center. Beautiful. What a gorgeous day. We're going to inhale those arms up overhead. And exhale, bow forward into our forward fold. Inhale, half lift, lengthening the spine, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale into your forward fold, Uttanasana. Inhale, root down through your feet, lengthen the spine, rising all the way up, arms up overhead. And exhale, hands to heart center. All right, we'll do that one more time. Inhale, arms up overhead. Exhale, bow forward into your forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, bow forward. Inhale, root down, rise all the way up. Inhale, maybe looking up towards your hands. Exhale, hands to heart center. We'll add on a little bit. Inhale, lifting up. Exhale, hands to earth. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold forward, bend the knees, plant the hands, step the feet back into plank. Nice strong plank here. Your knees can be down as well. Take a big inhale. Exhale, lower down, keeping those elbows close into the body. Inhale, lifting that chest forward and up. Exhale, flipping the toes and lifting into your downward facing dog. Stay here for 3 breaths. Feel the connection of the breath to your body, energizing you. Inhale, look towards your thumbs. Exhale, bend the knees, walk, hop, float to the front of your mat into your forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, root down. Rise all the way up. Hands to heart center. Inhale, those arms up overhead. And exhale, we're going to step that left foot back into our high lunge. Arms can be up overhead or at heart center, you decide. Breathing here. Inhale, bowing forward. Exhale, lift. Inhale, bow forward. Exhale, lift. Working on that core and strength here. Inhale, bow forward. Exhale, rising up. Coming into our warrior 2. Arms extend out. That back heel comes in. Almost lost my balance. That's okay. Nice strong warrior. Bending into that right knee. Gaze is over that right hand. Beautiful. Inhale. Straighten that front leg. Exhale, bend. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, bend. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, bend. And you go a little deeper in your warrior 2. Beautiful. Inhale, straighten that front leg. Turn the toes on that right foot straight ahead, keeping those arms out, working on that arm strength. Take a deep inhale in. Exhale, bow forward halfway. Those knees can have a slight bend to them. Inhale, lifting up. Exhale, bowing forward halfway. Inhale, lifting up. One more time. Exhale, bow forward halfway. Inhale, rising up. Turning the toes on the right foot, point straight ahead, coming back into your warrior 2. Windmill those hands on either side of that right foot, coming into plank. Nice strong plank. So here we're going to do a vinyasa. You can take this vinyasa or just move into your down dog or child's pose, whatever feels good. Take an inhale. Exhale, lower down, chaturanga. Inhale, lifting the chest forward and up. You can always do up dog. And exhale, coming into your downward facing dog. Breathe here. Notice the palm pressing into your mat, especially that thumb and that first finger. Breathing here. Inhale, look to the front of your mat, towards your thumbs. Exhale, bend the knees. Walk, hop, float into your forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, root down. Rise all the way up, arms up overhead. And exhale, hands to heart center. All right, I'm going to move to the other side of the mat so you can see me much better. Inhale, those arms up. And we're going to step that right foot back into our high lunge. Lifting the heart, energizing that back leg, breathing here. Inhale, bow forward. Exhale, return up. Inhale, bow forward. Exhale, lift up. Inhale, bow forward. Exhale, lift up. Coming into your warrior two. That back heel is going to come in, toes point out, extending those arms away from each other. Warrior two, gazes over those left fingertips. Bending into that left knee. Breathing here. Belly button's tucked into the spine. Inhale as we straighten that front leg. And exhale, bend. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, bend. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, bend. Inhale, straighten. Keeping those arms out, we're going to turn the toes on the left foot to point straight ahead. Bend at the elbows, bringing hands to waist. Take a nice inhale in, breathing in oxygen. And exhale, bow forward all the way down. Inhale as we half lift, halfway up, 90 degrees. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, half lift. And exhale, lower down. This time rise up all the way, maybe bending your knees generously. Inhale, lifting all the way up. And coming into that warrior two, turning the toes on that left foot to point straight ahead. Nice strong warrior. Maybe you can bend into that left knee a little bit more. Breathing. Windmill those hands on either side of that left foot, bringing left foot back to right in plank. All right, honor off the knees. I'll do it on the knees this time. Inhale. Exhale, lower down, chaturanga. Inhale, lifting your chest up. Exhale, lowering down. You can come into table first, and then flipping the toes, making your way into downward facing dog. Always an option just to move into down dog. Take a break when you want. Get some water. Breathing here. And we're going to lower those knees down to the mat, wide, toes together. And shift the weight back into child's pose. Arms extended out in front of you. Head resting on your mat. And breathe here. Opening up the back body. Feeling the breath up and down the spine. Allow yourself to tune inward. Inhale, rising up into your table, bringing those knees back under hips. Flipping the toes, rising up into your down-facing dog. And taking 2 breaths here. Maybe pedaling your feet again. Notice how your hamstrings feel now. How do they feel different? Breathing here. Inhale, look to the front of your mat. Exhale, bend the knees, walk, hop, float into the forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, root down, rise all the way up. Taking your slight back bend. And exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, lifting those arms up overhead. Lifting up on the toes, balancing here. If your ankles wiggle, that's okay, that's normal. Breathing. And lower down those heels and sit back into our chair. Utkatasana. Weight is in the hips and the heels. Arms can be by the ears or at heart center here. We're going to hook that left elbow over that right thigh, pressing palms together, coming into a twist. Breathing here. Inhale back to center. We're going to twist the other side, right elbow over left thigh. Coming back to center. Inhale those arms up overhead, stepping that right foot back into high lunge. So here in high lunge, maybe open the arms and try lifting your gaze. Breathing, opening the heart to all possibilities that are open to us. Bringing those arms back up, coming into warrior two, turning that right heel in, extending those arms out, dropping that right hand back to the back of that right thigh, turning the palm up on the left hand. Inhale, lifting that left arm up, and exhale, over towards the back, reverse warrior. Breathing here. Coming back into our warrior two, straightening that front leg, extending that left arm forward, and dropping it down towards the earth. Maybe that right arm extends up towards the sky. Triangle here. You can place your left hand on your shin, on your left ankle, on the floor. Whatever feels good for you. You can just hover. Breathing here. We're going to now float through that reverse warrior and triangle. Here we go. Inhale, coming into warrior two. Exhale, reverse warrior. Inhale, warrior two. Exhale, triangle. Maybe your gaze looks up towards that right hand. Inhale, warrior two. Exhale, reverse warrior. All right, coming back into warrior two. Nice strong warrior. Windmill those arms on either side of that left foot. Coming into downward facing dog. Here we're going to try a little exercise, little pose called fallen triangle. So bring that left knee in towards the chest. And then we're going to shoot it across the body. Letting that right heel come in so you're on the inside of that right foot. Weight shifts into that left hand. Right arm extends up. Maybe you lift that left foot off the earth. And if you fall out, that's okay. Just laugh, have fun. All right, bring that right hand back to the mat. Left foot comes back into downward facing dog. Shift the weight forward into plank. And here's your optional vinyasa. So inhale, and then exhale. Shift the weight forward slightly. Lower down, chaturanga. Inhale, lifting the chest forward and up. Exhale, into your downward facing dog. Stay here for 3 breaths. Maybe close your eyes. Feel the path of the breath. Be grateful you're taking this opportunity for yourself. Inhale, look to your thumbs. Exhale, bend the knees. Walk, hop, float into your forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold forward. Root down and inhale, rising all the way up, arms up overhead. And exhale, hands to heart center. I'm going to move to the other side of the mat so you can see me better. We'll do the second side. All right, feet are hip distance apart. Inhale those arms up overhead. chair. Breathing here. Core is engaged. Let the breath activate the core. Hands come to heart center. We're going to twist with that left elbow, going over that right thigh, pressing palms together, making sure those knees are directly in line with each other, right next to each other. Coming back to center. Right elbow hooks over left knee. Give yourself a little smile. Breathing here. All right, coming back to center. Inhale, lifting those arms up overhead. We're going to step at that left foot back into our high lunge. Getting those shoulders away from the ears. Letting them relax down. Maybe opening the arms, shifting your gaze up. Breathing. All right, bring those hands together, arms straight up, and shifting into warrior two. Turning that left heel in, arms extending away from each other, gaze is over right fingertips. Dropping that left hand down on the back of that left thigh, turning palm up on the right hand. Inhale, lifting that arm up. Exhale, bring it over, reverse warrior. Breathing here. Inhale, coming back into your warrior two. We're going to straighten that front leg, extend that right arm forward first, and then drop it down. Maybe lifting that left arm up, maybe your gaze looks up. You can always keep your gaze straight ahead or down at your mat. Hand can rest on your shins, your ankles, the earth. Keeping the shoulders stacked one upon another. Breathing here. Inhale, rising back up into your warrior two. We're going to flow through these. So reverse warrior here. Inhale back into warrior two. Exhale into our triangle. Inhale, warrior two. Exhale, reverse warrior. Inhale, warrior two. Letting those shoulders come down away from the ears. Exhale into our triangle, Trikonasana. Breathing back into that warrior two. Windmill those hands on either side of that right foot. Coming into downward facing dog. We're going to move into that fallen triangle, that weird little asana. Maybe you fall out, maybe just have fun. So right knee comes into the chest. Shoot that right ankle over to the left side. Pivot on that left foot so that you're on the inside edge of that left foot. Weights in the right hand. Lifting left arm up towards the sky. Maybe trying to lift that right foot up. Working that nice core. Breathing here. All right, coming back into our downward facing dog. Shifting the weight into our plank. Optional vinyasa here. So exhale, lowering down chaturanga. Inhale, lifting your chest forward and up. And exhale, coming into your downward facing dog. Breathing here. Coming into child's pose, lowering those knees. Tops of feet are on the earth. Your knees can be together or wide, you decide. And shifting the weight back onto your heels. And let the arms come by your side. Just a different variation of child's pose. Letting your head rest. Breathing here. With each inhale, breathe in things that you want in your life. Each exhale, release things that aren't serving you anymore. Bring those arms forward, coming up into our table, turning the toes under, and lifting the hips slowly into your down-facing dog. No rush here. looking towards the thumbs. And take baby steps forward, feet to hands, into your forward fold. Bending the knees generously and rounding the spine as you stand up all the way, letting the hands hang, the head hang. Each vertebrae participating, coming up to standing. Give yourself a minute if you feel dizzy. Inhale those arms above overhead. And exhale, hands to heart center. Maybe taking a moment here to close your eyes, to feel your feet grounded on your mat, connecting you to the earth. Remember that we are all connected. We all support each other. We're all going through different things, but we all can support each other. Feeling the feet connected to the earth, just as a realization that we are all connected. Gently open the eyes. Dropping those hands, coming to the middle of your mat. All right, planting that right foot down, left foot, toes are just hanging out on your mat. We're going to rotate that left knee out to the side, bringing hands to heart center. Breathing here. You have arrived in tree. You can stay right here. You can bring that left foot off the ground onto that lower right leg, or having that left foot come on the inner thigh of that right leg. Breathing here. Arms can come up overhead. That feels good. Keeping those shoulders away from the ears. And finding a point to focus on. Breathing here. Bringing hands to heart center. Let that left knee come forward. You can bring that left foot down. Just let it hold there. Hold you. Keep your balance a second. And then we're going to shoot that left leg back into our warrior three. Hands can come to heart center, or they can extend out in front of you. Grounding through that right foot. That left hip is parallel to the right. Both hip points are pointing towards the earth. Inhale, gently rising up. And let those hands float down. Beautiful. We're going to do the other side. I'll turn this way. So, weight is in that left foot. Toes on the right foot are just holding you in place. Externally rotate that right knee out, letting that right ankle rest on the inside of that left leg. Bring hands to heart center. We're in our lovely tree. If you like, you can bring that right foot off the earth onto that lower leg. Or reach down and bring that right foot on the inside of that left thigh. Maybe lifting those arms up overhead, even opening the arms wide. Breathe. Smile. Pause and reset the mind. Bringing hands to heart center. Let that right knee come forward. Maybe bringing that right foot down to the earth, or just shooting it back. Coming into your warrior three. Extending those arms out as an option here. You got this. And gently rising up. Bring that right foot back to the earth. Dropping those hands. Inhale, lifting up. And exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale those arms up overhead. And exhale, bow forward into your forward fold, bending the knees, planting the hands, and stepping back into plank. So this plank, we're going to have the feet wide on the mat. And we're going to hold it just a few breaths here. Let the breath energize the core. You can always come on your knees here, holding it here. Breathing. All right, bringing those feet together. Then we're going to come and lower those knees down onto your forearms and let the belly come down to the earth, tops of feet on the mat. Arriving in Sphinx. So opening across the collarbones, the gaze is out in front of you. Breathing here. Pelvis is grounding into the earth, tops of thighs, tops of feet. Getting a nice back stretch here. Breathe. All right, lowering the chest down, bringing hands directly under shoulders. Take an inhale. We're going to lift the chest up into our cobra. And exhale, lower down. 2 more times. Inhale, lifting up. And exhale, lower down. Last one. Inhale. Notice that the elbows are not splayed out. They're tucked in. And exhale, lower down. Bring those hands directly one on top of another and let the forehead rest. Moving those hips side to side, gently shaking them. Releasing that lower back. Bringing hands under shoulders again and press all the way up into our table. Here in table, we're going to take a few cat-cows. So with your own breath. So inhale, lowering the belly button, lifting the heart, lifting the chest. Exhale, tucking in the tailbone, chin tucks into the chest. Inhale, tailbone lifts, heart lifts. Exhale, rounding the spine. Moving into our neutral table, shifting the feet over to one side, and coming into a seated position where the soles of the feet are on your mat. Finding a position on the tailbone, the sit bones here. Hands come behind the back, fingers pointing in towards your hips. And begin to lift those feet off the mat, shins parallel to your mat, spine is nice and long. All right, engage the abs, so feel like your belly button's tucked into the spine. You're gonna drop those right toes to the mat and lift up. Left toes drop, lift up. Right, drop them, left, right, and left. Now hold those feet up. See if you can lift your hands off the mat. You can always keep your hands back there for support. Breathing here. All right, beautiful. Dropping those hands back, dropping the feet on the mat. Walking those feet a little bit forward, reach down and bring that right ankle across the left thigh for a hip opener. If you like, you can bring that left heel in a little closer. Feeling that nice stretch in that right hip. Maybe lifting the left toes off the mat. Flexing that right foot. Breathing here. Releasing the left toes back onto your mat if they're lifted. Let that left foot kind of wiggle forward. Releasing that right ankle. We're going to move to the other side. So left ankle crosses over right thigh. Spine is still long. Bringing that right foot closer in if you like. Flexing that left foot. Maybe lifting the toes on the right foot off the mat. Stretching that left hip. Releasing anything you don't need. We often hold a lot of emotions in our hip area. Dropping the toes on the right foot if they're lifted. Wiggle walking that foot forward. Releasing that left ankle. Coming onto your forearms and then gently making your way onto your back with your legs, your feet on the mat, knees still bent. Hands by your hips about 4 or 5 inches away. Let those heels come in closer to your glutes. The knees are hip distance apart. On the next inhale, you're going to tilt the pelvis and gently lift those hip points up towards the sky. Breathing here. I think I have a little friend who joined me. That's okay. All right. down slowly, one vertebrae at a time. On your next inhale, we're going to lift up again. Inhale, that pelvis tucks in, lifts up, hip bones reaching up towards the sky. You can stay here. You can work those shoulder blades under and interlace those hands underneath the back for a bind, just an option here. Breathing. Releasing the bind and gently rolling the vertebrae down all the way. And bring those knees into the chest for a hug. Rocking side to side on that lower back. That feels good. All right, bring both feet back down to your mat. Extend that left leg out on your mat, keeping that right foot bent. Bring those hands out directly towards the sky. Interlace the fingers, extend the pointer finger. We're going to do a little core work here. Just a few, like little sit-ups, so join me. All right, inhale, we're going to lift up and bring those hands to the outside of that right thigh. Shoulders come off the mat. And exhale, back to start. Inhale, lifting up. Exhale, back down. Two more. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Beautiful. Keep those arms up there. Just switch legs. So extend that right leg out. The left knee is bent. Inhale. Lifting those arms on the outside of that left leg. And come back. Inhale, lifting up. Exhale, lower. Two more times. Inhale. Exhale. Last time. Inhale. And exhale. Bringing those knees back into the chest for a hug. Rocking side to side. Letting those feet come back down to the mat. Soles of feet come together, letting knees open wide. Supine Baddha Konasana. Bringing left hand to the heart, right hand to the belly. And just tuning in here. Finding the breath again. Relaxing the abdominal area. Breathing here. Know that if you can feel the heart and you can feel the breath, then there are infinite possibilities that await you. Removing the hands, letting those knees come up together, soles of feet on your mat. Rolling over to one side, coming into a fetal position, just resting in this fetal position. And taking 2 breaths, feeling the weight of your body on your mat. Notice what's touching the earth. Feeling supported once again. Using that top hand to press into your mat. Coming up into easy pose. Like we started in the beginning. The head is over the heart is over the pelvis. Sitting up nice and tall. We're going to take a few minutes and do a meditation. So the spine is nice and long, the chin is parallel to the earth. You can have your back against the wall if that's easier. Just find a comfortable position for you. The legs can be extended out in front. They can be loosely in front of you, whatever feels good. Hands resting in the lap, any way that's comfortable. And when you're ready, just let the gaze come down to the floor or close your eyes. coming into your mat. Releasing any tension in your forehead. Letting that space between the brows relax. Let the eyes in the sockets relax. Let the cheeks relax. And the jaw. Let the tongue just rest in the bottom of the mouth. Let the whole face relax. Let the shoulders be heavy, away from the ears. The core is relaxed. No need to hold the belly in. The core has done its work today. And bring your awareness to your breath. Notice the inhales. Notice the exhales. Maybe paying attention to the pauses between the inhales and the exhales. Something we don't usually pay attention to, the transitions. Allow the breath to bring you deeper and deeper and still deeper. If any distractions come into your mind while you're meditating, that's normal. That's what the brain does. Just acknowledge them and then let them go, as if they're just clouds floating by in the sky. Meditation's not easy, but if we practice, our mind can become a little clearer, so we're not so reactive. Continuing to turn towards the breath again and again. Stay with the breath, and I'll call you out in just a few minutes. Gently bring your awareness back to this space. Just bring your awareness back to your position, your meditation position. Begin to notice the sounds that are around you. Gently wiggle the fingers. And when you're ready, lift your gaze or open your eyes. Give yourself a smile for nourishing yourself today. Bring hands to heart center. Slightly bow the chin closer to the heart. Close your eyes. Thank you for practicing with me today. Thank you for strengthening your core, building up stability and strength so we can use this strength to navigate on and off the mat. From my heart to yours, namaste.